Welcome my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to each and everyone. Today I'm out by the Marine Bay Urban Center. So that is the National Commercial Bank I'm showing you right now, and beside it you have the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation building. And today, Wednesday, the 26th of February 2025, DESMOND McKENZIE, Minister of Local Government of Jamaica, will be visiting this building, because this is their building, so he will be visiting this building today. He will be taking a tour of the Marine Bay Urban Center in St. Thomas. He also will be visiting the drop-in center, Yallahs Market, and the infirmary in St. Thomas. So this is out by the Marine Bay Urban Center where he will stop in first. So until the arrival of the minister, I'm just going to give you a little pep up, just a little view of surrounding areas of the Marine Bay Urban Center. Remember, it is not yet finished and over all the stores as yet. Well, you will hear what Mr. McKenzie have to say whenever he visit here, and also visit the other establishment that I mentioned before, that is infirmary, drop-in center, and all Yallahs Market. So until he arrives, we are here waiting on him. So this is just a little view of some of the areas in the Marine Bay Urban Center. And this everybody wants it. Come at St. Thomas now. Why? KFC, if you don't look money we don't have. Don't look money we don't have in a St. Thomas. So drive through section this. Parking area. I want to find a red chicken yet. sweat. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, go pan, man. Land me the pan, man. Yeah, man. Green area. Parking area. Big. This is your entrance to your favorite spot, KFC. We're actually doing landscaping now. Most landscaping work they're doing right now. The buildings are finished. So just doing some landscape work. So they're planting grass.
That's a good work.
Yeah, man.
Nobody want to check right?
So where you plant them?
We plant them.
Where?
Right road.
No, man. Where actually plant them? Where exactly?
No, by them.
Oh, you buy them? Okay.
By the boss, by them.
Oh. So if anybody want you to come and do landscaping for them, they can contact you, right?
No problem.
What is the number you can use?
My number is 824 284 6217.
Hold on, in the when done. Repeat the number finish. Repeat the number now.
284 6217. Glenroy McDonald. Yeah. Anytime you want the landscape, check it.
Alright.
Yeah.
They're out of the urban center right now doing the work. Yeah, man. So this is the moment that we all been waiting for now. So this is the arrival of Minister DESMOND McKENZIE into the Morant Bay Urban Center in St. Thomas, where he will be touring. So you can see that he's actually stepping out of his vehicle right now, meeting Mr. Shirley and the mayor, Mr. Lucien, and also other members of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation, where he will be touring with. Remember, it's the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation building, so all those people are present here today. So they're here on a tour with the minister. Come on, it's alright. It's alright. Okay. Come on. Just do your thing here.
We're trying to cut they're probably spend up ear of the public access.
inside. I'm going. Emergency.
I remember next day.
Yeah, just have a call. It's my client.
Upstairs we're going now. It's upstairs. Steel. Upstairs this. Yeah. It's big, you know? It's a big complex building. My what? Just see we can. Sorry. Can't catch some other section here. So this big, big. It's a big shell. Really, it's how it was. Throw the passage here now. Put on this bigger one.
On my last visit here with the Prime Minister, we indicated that the work of Factories Corporation to advance the work on this new facility was at a point where we would be making some announcement shortly as it relates to the full rollout of the building. I'm here this morning along with a team from the Ministry of Local Government, along with Factories Corporation. And first of all, I want to commend Mr. Shirley and his team for an excellent job of work. We are looking at a possible 6 months to fully conclude and occupy this building. There are still some minor works to be done, and those works would not impede the progress that we expect to make in making this facility ready before the end of this year. It's a commitment that we made way back in 2016, and it's a commitment that the government has fulfilled. And I know that the people of St. Thomas, especially the councillors, are eagerly awaiting the use of this facility. The building is expected to house over some 140 members of staff from the Municipal Corporation, plus the political directorates and the various services, poor relief, building, roads and works, etc. All of that will be housed now in this beautiful building that the parish has been operating without for more than 15 or 20 years. We are at a point now where the necessary costings have been completed. Those costings, once we would have submitted those costings, then we will now start to look at the source of funding, which will be definitely be provided. There's no question about that. But to say to the people of St. Thomas that by the end of this year, you will have your spanking new municipal building that will be responsible to deliver service to the people of St. Thomas. Finally, St. Thomas will have its own municipal building, and I am happy. I can see the faces of some of the councillors and staff who are here this morning that they themselves are pleased. But we still have a couple hurdles to cross, but those hurdles are much easier than the ones we were crossing many years ago.
What's the costing?
I said that the costing has been completed. I'm not prepared right now to say what the figure is, because there might be more that has to be added to the costing, but we're looking at a pretty sum which the ministry has committed, and I know the CEO and the MC will be working to make their portion of the contribution for the work to complete the facility.
Thank you. I'm not sure if you're going to Yallahs, but what about the Yallahs Market? You spoke about
I am going to Yallahs Market following my conclusion of the tour of the infirmary and the drop-in center, because I'm being bombarded almost on a daily basis by persons calling me about the Yallahs Market, and when I go there I will say something more on the state of the Yallahs Market.
Thank you.
Minister, with the advent of the JUTC into St. Thomas, will this complex be looking forward to host the JUTC any at all? And even though there's talks of not sort of express.
Well, remember, we are just one of the many persons. Those questions should really be directed to the Factories Corporation. But the JUTC coming in to St. Thomas is one of the greatest things that could have ever happened to this parish, and it could have only been done through the instrumentality of a government who is considerate for the people. We are developing St. Thomas, and the Prime Minister has indicated about the number of programs outside of this facility that the government will be providing to improve the conditions of St. Thomas and to make St. Thomas. People won't refer to St. Thomas now as the forgotten parish. Everybody, St. Thomas will be the envy of most parishes, especially when it comes down to a municipal building.
Mr. Minister, Minister Flores had mentioned that the Yallahs Market will be used as a terminal, so I'm not too sure if that's what he was referring to.
Well, those discussions can be added. Anything that will improve the services, we look at it. But first of all, we have to have the discussions along that line.
So, Mr. McKENZIE, next stop is the Morant Bay Infirmary. So it's going to take a tour of this facilities also. So he's still on the tour, just leaving by the Municipal Corporation building up by the Morant Bay Urban Center, now heading into the infirmary.
No.
infirmary.
I think, naturally speaking, though, what happened with us in 8 hours?
As what we use every time.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Today on Wednesday, at what time Friday you never tell me
So leaving the infirmary now, heading to the drop-in center. Same place in Church Corner, so it's just building adjacent to each other. So he's just walking over now to the next property that he will be actually taking a tour of. So just continue watching as we bring to you this magnificent walk, this tour by the Minister Desmond McKENZIE in St. Thomas.
Some department why you hide it.
I am at the drop-in center here in the town. It is adjacent to the infirmary. I am pleased. The last time I came here, I was not happy with the conditions here at the drop-in center. Some work has been done to improve on the conditions. The procurement process for the additional wing of the drop-in center, where additional 16 beds will be made available. The procurement process is almost completed, and once that is completed, they have the funds already. So once the procurement is completed, work will commence on the new wing of the drop-in center. I must emphasize that based on the survey that we have done, there is an increase in the street population, the homeless population here in St. Thomas, and it is important that we provide the facilities as best as we can. So this is a further improvement. 16 more beds, it means we'll be able to assist 16 more persons living on the streets. The visit to the infirmary, again, I must say, there has been significant improvements in the conditions of the infirmary. The female ward is in need of urgent repairs. Once the estimates have been concluded and submitted to the ministry, we will be making available the funds to undertake the repairs to the female ward at the infirmary. I want to commend the staff here because they have been working at times feeling a little bit left out. But this government has not forgotten the work of the staff who have to ensure, especially those who are living on the streets, are taken care of in our infirmaries. And so as you recognize that the mission of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness is to improve these conditions for persons who rely on the state for it. And that is why we are making the additions to the drop-in center, and that is why we are going to be carrying out repairs to the female ward, and that in itself would have completed the upgrading of the infirmary and the drop-in center. I'll be back in the parish in a couple of weeks' time to hand over 2 indigent houses that has been constructed under the government indigent housing program. So basically that is that for now. When I finish what I'm doing, I'm going to be stopping at Yallahs, as I said before, to have some discussions around the Yallahs Market.
So we're in the Yallahs Square now. We'll be touring the Yallahs Market. Right, that's all Yallahs Market. He'll be touring because they're going to try and get back the market on track. So that is where he is right now. Going to tour the Yallahs Market.
But we need to go in the market. My mother. My mother need to go walking at the market. Right, mommy? McKENZIE.
No, this was like shelf for parts. Yeah, this was shelf for parts. All this additional work was done by the former person at least.
This is what I'm saying. So the market ended here.
Yeah.
Councillor John Lee, Councillor of the Yallahs Division. We're actually standing on the ground of the Yallahs Market. I'm here with the Minister, Minister DESMOND McKENZIE from local government. We're actually visiting the site based upon the urgency from vendors out on the street. They are being disturbed by dust and all that. However, the Minister taking a first site visit just to get a site in terms of the premises, the condition and all that. However, SDC is currently doing a survey in terms of what the people of the community would want in regards to the Yallahs Market. So we are actually here on a visit and the minister is going to give his take on the matter.
I remember way back in 2016 during the by-elections here in Yallahs, I made a commitment to the residents about the market based on the fact that I came and people were concerned that the market was being used not for the purpose for which it was constructed. Even 2 weeks ago, I have been getting calls from vendors and residents about the market. Now, the lease on this market expired many years ago. And despite efforts to get the former PNP councillor who had an extended lease for the market to vacate the premises, it was after the gates were closed and actions were threatened against the individual. The market was vacated, and as you can see the state of the market. I have given instructions to the technical team in the ministry to work with the municipal corporation to carry out an extensive cleanup of the market so a proper assessment can be done on the market to see where we go from here with the market. While I'm here, a couple of the vendors outside spoke to me. They were glad that I'm here to see the conditions. But it is important that we understand that whatever decisions are made after today's visit and going forward is that the vendors and those who support the vendors must utilize the market. So we can't budget money to spend to retrofit the market and then we find that persons are not utilizing the market. The SDC has been commissioned to do some surveys, not only here in St. Thomas, but we are doing one in Alexandria, in St. Anne, and I think in Highgate, in St. Mary, to look at how we respond to the fire in Highgate and to the fact that Alexandria in St. Anne has one of the largest vending population in St. Anne, and they do have a market. And the Yallahs Market, which is a very important market for this part of the parish. So once the assessment is done, and I am quite sure that the assessment will point into the direction that the vendors want somewhere to go. What I'm going to ask the municipality to do along with the councillor is that once we clean up the place, and if there are those of them outside who would be willing to come in temporarily while we do what is necessary, we will allow them to come in until we do what is necessary to take them off the streets, to give them at least a proper foundation, a proper location for vending. But it is, you can't cry over spilled milk, but I think it was a retrograde step then when the vendors was driven out of the market and it was leased to an elected councillor to operate a business selling motor vehicle parts. The market was not built for that. And one of the things that we have discovered in my going around the country is that there are several other markets that was leased under the previous administration that is not being used for the purpose of vending, but yet there are vendors around the markets wanting to use the facility. That is not being used for the purpose of vending, but yet there are vendors around the markets wanting to use the facility. So we are looking positive with this in terms of what needs to be done. But again, as I said before, once we have done the assessment and we look at all the variables, then we will take a further decision. But just to give the residents and the vendors the assurance that the government has been listening and we are taking the actions that is necessary right now.
So there's no doubt about returning to market services here.
Because this was built as a market, for a market, and you can see, if you look out there right now, you can see the vendors themselves plying their trade right in front of the market, beside the market. If you look there, the amount of stores that exist there, you can't walk on the sidewalk. At least they're going to have an option.